Yo, yo, yo. What's up? What's up, my friends? Can you guys hear me? Follow that, my friends. It's been a long time, man. Feels like it's been a long time since I've talked to my people, to the Tranq fan club. Yeah, guys, sorry for not streaming on Wednesday. I had other matters to attend to, but feels like since then there's a lot we have to address, especially the stupid media with their fake absolute fake fake news. Great show, but the returns were kind of underwhelming, says Goge. 3 women's segments. What's up, guys? I really enjoyed Collision tonight. I thought it was sick. I'm really enjoying what the Continental Classic has done for AEW. Yeah, screw it. I'm gonna bring him up because you guys tend to bring him up anyway, even though I tell you guys not to. But since QT left, you cannot deny the quality of this of the show. Hey man, I wish that Thunder Rosa would have had a more, a return that set her up for a better reaction. But all I care about is that she's back. It's been over a year that she's been gone, so at least she's back, and I don't really I don't really think it's that bad that whatever happened. But yeah, what's up, guys? I'm also gonna miss the C2, even though it just um it feels like it just started, man. And I feel like I'm already gonna, you know, I feel like I'm gonna miss it dearly once it's gone. So I'm assuming that for sure Thunder Rosa is gonna get a match on Collision. It was a great week for AEW all around, despite what the untalented, the unengaging content creators, podcasters, quote unquote journalists will tell you. Yeah, this is a freaking shoot. I don't care. But yeah, guys. So what did this show start with? You guys are gonna have to tell me the order of these things because I don't have my notes up, and frankly, I don't really want to pull up my notes. But yeah, man, I thought Dynamite was really good. I thought outside of the Golden Jet segment, but now we know that Kenny Omega has fallen ill, so let's wish Kenny Omega a speedy recovery, guys, and get well soon, Kenny. Take as long as you need, man. So long as when he comes back, we no longer. I saw someone put it like this on social media. When Kenny gets back, no more side quests, just 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 the main story. You know what I mean? Just the main story now. No more side quests, no more none of that. Cuz who knows how much longer we have Kenny Omega with us guys in the ring, so just Alex, Saul Monster, and JD from New York have all turned on AEW because H is in creative. I don't like any of those guys. I used to like Saul Monster, but I don't have nothing against Saul Monster actually. But JD and Just Alex can take a hike. Smooth. I was wondering where you were at. But anyway, guys, let's talk about the show, dude. Am I the only one? Am I the only one who, dude? I kind of want Andrade to win this whole thing now, or is it just me? Like, it's to the point where I'm gonna be disappointed if he doesn't at least make the semifinals. I feel like the semifinals they might do Eddie Kingston versus Danielson. I think Danielson is a lock for the semifinals at this point, but it might be. I want Andrade to be in the semifinals at least. What do you guys think? What do you guys think, you little rascals? I actually don't want Swerve to win. Because his first singles title should be the world title at this point. I think anything less would be halting his momentum. But yeah, Andrade versus Claudio, I thought that match was sick. Andrade has turned into a completely different wrestler since this tournament started, man. It's been crazy. He's wrestling. I said it on social media, but I was like, he's wrestling for that 7-figure contract, man. He really is. I really hope that he opens his eyes and realizes that he has a higher ceiling in AEW, especially if he keeps wrestling like this. I really think if he goes to Triple H's WWE, he'll main event a pay-per-view against Roman. People will call it cinema. He'll lose, and then he'll go back to like being a US champion. But I feel like he can be a world champion in AEW for sure, especially if he resigns. I think that would help. And his wife is out for 9 months. Yeah, she got injured. And he can still do New Japan. Well, he hasn't done New Japan. What I mean is he can do New Japan if he wanted to. And CMLL. He just returned to CMLL. Was it yesterday or yeah? Wait, where's this challenge anyway? Andrade is losing next week. His next feud is already lined up for Worlds End. What's his next feud? This is the most momentum Andrade has ever had, though, in AEW. I know someone just said it's been stop and start for him, but you know what, man? I think this one is it. I really hope he makes the right choice against Miro. Ew, I forgot about that. You see that? Dude, I'm not interested in anything Miro's doing anymore. At this point, Andrade has outgrown Miro. I don't want to see that, honestly. But yeah, the Blue League has been straight, like, real wrestling, bro. I wish the Gold League would have had more upsets. I don't even think it's had an upset, really. But yeah, and then we saw... Was the second thing we saw on the show, the Abaddon match, where it was basically a squash, and then we had Julia Hart appear again. They had a face-off. Sky Blue appeared, and it looked like Sky Blue was gonna help Julia Hart, but then she helped. Oh wait, what am I talking about? Am I saying this right? Sky Blue was basically helping who? Julia Hart. No, yeah, dude, I'm confusing myself. It's hard to play and talk. But anyway, yeah, Thunder Rosa returned to help Abaddon. That's what happened. Thoughts on CM Punk Seth promo? Don't ask me about the Fed. Damn. Guys, you guys should know by now. This is a Fed-free, what do you call it? Zone or whatever. I need to change the time on this. Hold on. So yeah, Thunder Rosa return helped Abaddon. So they're probably Thunder Rosa's probably gonna have her return match after over a year in her hometown of San Antonio next Saturday is what I'm assuming. But yeah, guys, I agree that she could have had a better return, but I guess they basically booked themselves into a corner when with her being, you know, Spanish commentary. Had they could have just like, I don't know if they have a replacement for her yet or not. Do I think AEW fans are coping, or is there a legit concern with the recent AEW hate campaign? Good question. You know me. I think there's real criticism to be giving to AEW. There's legit criticism, and then there's whatever the hell that JD from New York, um, all the other influencers or whatever they want to call themselves are doing. Like JD is over here tweeting, "Yo, what's up, Eighth? I'm doing good. How about you, friend? Hope you're doing good, my friend." Like you have JD out here saying, "Oh, CM Punk might have just got in WWE a deal with Warner Brothers Discovery." Like, dude, that is so reckless with the following that he has. But yeah, those guys suck, man. I think the funniest part is that people were dooming and glooming this whole like on Tuesday, because that's when everybody was doing their dooming and glooming, right? And then Dynamite happened. They had a great show as usual. There was really only one bad segment, and then the ratings come in, and Dynamite is the #1 show on cable on Wednesday again. Like, dude, like people are legit saying, "Oh, AEW is dying." Yeah, wrestling fans don't deserve AEW, Smooth. They really don't, bro. They really don't. It's like, I don't know, man. And you guys already know, I already told you guys that the next, well, no, not the next video, but I am going to make a video calling out all these frauds, especially Wrestle Talk, for stealing my flow with the thumbnail game. I didn't forget about that. I don't know, I just think that, you know what I think? Is that these people have made their entire personality hating on AEW, that now if they try to do anything else, it's not going to get them clicks or anything. It's not going to get them views. And that's how you know these people are shitty writers, shitty content creators, shitty podcasters. I challenge any of these people to be actually good writers. Yes, I'm patting myself on the back here. Walt Clyde, that fucking loser, was coming into my first few streams, and he would spam in the chat. I'm sure some of you remember if you were here on day one. That guy's a fucking loser, bro. He's like 40, and he would come into my streams and be spamming like stupid shit. I would say let's all spam his comment section, but no, I don't want to get him views. But yeah, guys, I think it's funny. And how has nobody brought up the fact? How has nobody brought up the fact that Sting single-handedly sold out the Greensboro Coliseum in one day, bro? Nobody is talking about that. Nobody. For his final match, he just sold out one of the biggest arenas in the country for Revolution, which is going to be in March, for his final match. And literally no one is talking about that, man. It's Sting is a draw, bro. But because it's good AEW news, nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about it. He sold out the building literally the first day that tickets went on sale. It's not officially sold out, but there's like very little tickets left. Like he essentially sold out the building. There's like if you check Ticketmaster right now, there's like less than I would say 100 tickets left. World's End is selling well. The new shows that they put out on sale for next year are selling pretty well. I don't know, man. I think it's even worse on like if you go on like Reddit. Don't go on Reddit, by the way. It's a bunch of geeks. Bunch of geeks there. But yeah, it's pretty bad on Reddit. They are legit acting like Tony Khan is Vince McMahon. But yeah. It's so funny what the most anti-WWE guy CM Punk has done for perception by signing back with WWE. It's really funny to me. I don't even count Facebook because Facebook isn't it just a bunch of boomers who do like meth and stuff. So I don't even count that platform. That platform doesn't even count. But I count like YouTube, Twitter, because that's like that's like where the young crowd is at. I don't know, guys. I feel like a lot is gonna, well, not a lot, but I think Will Ospreay coming in is actually gonna make a little bit of a difference. I think once MJF loses the world title too, and he's not the sole focus of the show, it'll make that. I think that'll make a huge difference too. And then we had what else do we have? Eddie Kingston versus Daniel Garcia. Man, Daniel Garcia's story in the C2 has been like, I wish I would have talked about it in my video. Like that's the thing, guys. You know, when I write for my videos, I get so into the zone that sometimes I forget to bring up like some very obvious things that I should be talking about. And also because I just want to put out the video by the time I'm done like writing it. So I really wish I would have talked about Daniel Garcia's story in the C2 more, because his story has been like both. It's been really good, but heartbreaking too, especially if you been following Daniel Garcia since his initial AEW debut. So yeah, man, Daniel Garcia is officially eliminated with his loss to Eddie Kingston today. And yeah, that shit that shit is heartbreaking, man. I feel like a lot of people underestimate Daniel Garcia. They say, "Oh, he's not a good promo guy or anything," or you guys really underestimate him, man. He's cut some really good promos. Really, everyone in the tournament has. But he's cut some really good promos after all of his losses, and I think as long as they follow up on it, I think it's gonna do wonders for him. But yeah, and then we had the main event with Brody King and Bryan Danielson. That shit was a good match. And Bryan, it seems like Bryan, man, like in every match he's gonna have in this tournament, his eye is gonna bleed because he should really be wearing a face mask like Pac was. But I know this guy loves violence, and he probably it's probably by choice. that he only wears an eye patch so that it can look more brutal. But yeah, man. Brody King started off strong, and now he's in that part of the. He's like, I don't know if you guys watch sports, but he's like that team that starts off strong and then falls off, is falling off at the most important part of the season, which I think is also a good story. I'm talking in kayfabe. But yeah, there's a lot of good stories in this tournament, man. So Bryan Danielson is tied at the top with Andrade. And next week we have Andrade versus Eddie Kingston, which I think is the most important match for the Blue League next week. Basically, the 76ers. Yeah, smooth, basically, dude. But yeah, man. I really want Andrade to wrestle in the league in the semifinals. In the semifinals. Brody is Arsenal. Yo, I hope Arsenal. I don't like Arsenal. I'm sorry to any of the fans here. Claudio versus Bryan next week should be fire too. Blackpool Combat Club going head to head, dude. Brody is Napoli. I like how everybody's calling Brody like every team that usually shits the bed at the end of or at the crunch time of the season. Basically, the Dallas Mavericks. Damn, that hurts, man. Hey Jay, I know you said that. I know you said that on purpose because I told you last stream that I'm a Mavericks fan. You bastard. But nah, you're right. So I think it's gonna be Swerve versus. I think it's gonna be. I think Jay White is gonna make the final in the Gold League. I don't think it's between Moxley or Jay White because I think they're clearly doing Swerve versus Keith Lee like a whole year later, but still I'm excited for them to finally blow off that feud, especially with how hot Swerve is right now. He has all the momentum in the world. I think it's gonna be Bryan versus Jay White. Does Copeland beat Christian at World's End? Yeah, good point. They're doing Adam Copeland versus Christian, no DQ this time at World's End, and I think Adam Copeland does get the win there. I don't know. I just feel like it's a safe bet that Bryan Danielson is going to win his block, and that he's going to be in the final at World's End. Because, yeah, Eddie Kingston's going to lose his belts, guys. I feel like that's what it's going to be. Coco, why are you talking about QT? Do I think AEW will get Sasha? No. Now stop asking WWE questions, Christian, please. No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to, but I don't watch WWE, so. But yeah, guys, there was a lot of women's segments during this episode of Collision, which was really, really cool to see. It's like it's like Tony Khan forgot that it wasn't Ring of Honor anymore. He was still in Ring of Honor mode, and that was really cool to see, man. So we're getting Riho versus Saraya, which is a match I never thought we'd see on Wednesday to determine who faces Tony Storm at World's End, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be Riho, right? I mean, that's what they've been building to since Riho's return. So yeah, but next Dynamite looks stacked, dude. Dynamite looks stacked. We got Jay White versus Jon Moxley. Come on now. We're getting Swerve versus Roosh, right? On Dynamite. And then we even got like the little rematch that we had for the Jay Briscoe Memorial with Jay Lethal versus Mark Briscoe. What number am I in the Royal Rumble? Kevin. Is it way? Can you Kevin? Who do I think Mariah May's opponent is gonna be? Probably someone like Red Velvet, honestly. Red Velvet can bump and sell really well, so I think she'd make Mariah May look like $1,000,000. I really wish it wasn't Red Velvet because I think she should be getting a push for like the TNT title, but it's probably gonna be her. So who does Big Bill and Ricky wrestle at World's End? That's a good question, man. You know what? I really don't know. I really wish Chris Jericho would just take a break, man. He really should just take a break. I hate that it had to come to this for the Golden Jets to get off my screen. For Kenny to get sick, but just yeah, Chris Jericho, he needs to do that thing where he goes away and absence makes the heart grow fonder or whatever. He needs that because right now, dude, I am so sick of him. I'm so tired of him. Ah, damn. But yeah, the shot goes to the Bucks. I would be so excited for the Bucks heel turn return if they weren't coming back with Cutler and Cabana, but since they're coming back with those dweebs, well, allegedly, right? Like, I'm not that excited for them to come back, and it's a shame, man. Jericho fatigue is at an all-time high. And I think only either Jericho fanboys or AEW fanboys who never criticize the product are the only ones who disagree. Ooh! Sick. Bucks in the Don Callis family. Possibly. Well, yeah, because it would put them around wrestlers that they haven't really worked with before. Anything is an upgrade over Cabana and Cutler, literally anything. Tony says that the media is hating on AEW. They are. It's very clear that they are. I'm not one that's into conspiracies. I don't even think, because some people will say they're being paid off by WWE. I don't even think they're being paid off. People just want to get on Triple H's good side. That's all it is. And it's easy right now because WWE has all the momentum. Bucks versus Golden Lovers 2, I do want to see that. I do want to see that. Well, keep cranking out mid shows and prepare to hear the feedback. Hey, here's a guy who doesn't watch. See money. The shows have not been mid this month. People criticizing this month are full of shit, and so are you. Everybody, let's laugh at that guy in the chat. Smooth, I gotta mute every term. Every Fed term. Bye, bitch. That dude got banned. That dude got banned already. Yeah, guys, I don't know. AEW has been good. And you know what, you know what's funny is that the ratings for Dynamite have been super consistent. Super consistent. And somehow people are finding a way for that to be, negative. Some people are saying, oh, they've plateaued. Like, well, yeah, you can spin it that way, but they're not going down either. Like literally, I think this. Holy shit, am I stuck? This has been like the most consistent year in ratings. Like it's like almost the same number every week, you know. And that number is good enough to get them number one for the day. Um, Number one cable show on Wednesday. BC Amplified said, "Who's that? Who's BC Amplified? I don't even know any of these creators. I'm telling you guys, I don't watch wrestling content or anything." I think the most likely place AEW would land in the scenario that they don't re-sign with Warner Bros. Um, that's an interesting question. I think you guys would be surprised. I think they would land with a pretty big network. I could see even Amazon bidding on them if WWE isn't on Amazon. Or Disney's the only one I can't see happening because you know how Disney are. Um, yeah, probably Paramount too. Spike TV isn't a thing anymore. I'm not sure if you know or not, or if you're just being silly. But I don't know, man. Andrew Zarian, who broke the news of Will Ospreay signing, who broke the news of Adam Cole at All Out 2021, said that he's not heard anything about what the clickbait, reckless wrestling media is saying. So I trust that guy. So shout out to Andrew Zarian. Yeah, I hope the Fed goes to Disney. Bro, Dave Meltzer is so reckless, bro. He started all of this with one vague tweet. He didn't even tell us what the case was. It had to be others. Dave Meltzer is so reckless, bro. And it's not even just an AEW thing. Like he reported that Elimination Chamber had only sold 7,000 tickets when in reality it was 30,000 or something like that. Like, bro, he does not double source anything. Like, how is he still like in business? I hate that the AEW fan base loves Dave Meltzer, bro. Why does the AEW fan base love Meltzer so much? I feel like I'm the only major AEW person with a following that does not give a shit about what that guy has to say. Yeah, this is a rant stream at this point, guys. Meltzer stings. Yeah, sorry guys, I had to get that off my chest. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a good, a good, a good holiday season. Oh yeah, and the Acclaimed returned, man. Finally, we haven't seen them in like a month. What the hell? And you know what? I think the Acclaimed are gonna have crowds turning on them. Well, not crowds. The internet is already turning on them, but um, I feel like the Acclaimed are gonna piss a lot of people off when Tony Khan books them to beat um Top Flight and Andretti. People are gonna be so pissed, man. And understandably so. It's not up to them, obviously, but I can already tell that's what Tony Khan's gonna do. Sal, you're about to get your ass put on timeout. What's up with Vikingo? Is he signed with AEW? Not officially yet, but he will be. Saul right away. He's like, no, I'm sorry. Bro, don't be spamming that shit in the chat, bro. Acclaimed shouldn't drop the titles though. I don't know, man. Like it's very clear that Tony Khan had no plans for them. So if he doesn't know what to do with them, he should just put it on a trio that he does know what to do. Oh, by the way, one thing that I wanted to talk about, guys, is the House of Black cut a pretty good decent promo today. What do you guys think? That FTR House of Black feud. It started off kind of wonky because remember when Malachi Black knocked out Bryan Danielson? They never followed up on that, and well, to be fair, it was because Bryan got injured. But I wonder if they're gonna run that back. But it's good to see House of Black cutting like promos that aren't like, you know, like vague or spooky, like just to this for the sake of being spooky. Like they're more grounded, and I think they're more badass like this. What do you guys think? Yeah, Coco, I think you missed the part where we talked about Thunder Rosa's return. I thought it was cool that FTR pointed out that Julia and Brody are finding success on their own. But yeah, man, if House of Black was like this all the time, I think they would find more success in AEW. I think part of the reason why Tony Khan never really knew what to do with them is because Malachi has these like crazy ideas, and he needs to be told, "Hey, man, like you'd find more success if you were just a little bit more grounded. Keep your feet on the ground. Don't get too crazy with your ideas, and yeah." Hangman versus Joe would be sick, dude. I know they interacted on Dynamite. That was pretty cool. I like that Tony Khan is not afraid to have all his top stars interact anymore. Bullying TK helps. I knew someone was gonna say it. I mean, it's true though. It's, in the case of Tony Khan, it is true. Guys, I haven't been booking the show in like a month. It's not me. Yeah, we're also getting Roderick Strong versus Commander, and that should actually be a really good match. Hey, but what Tony Khan said was right though. People who don't even watch are getting pissed at what he said at the media scrum last night. That when he said that, you know, that he shouldn't listen to some criticism. He really shouldn't, because a lot of the criticism you see online is in bad faith, and a lot of the criticism you see, their ideas is just be more like WWE. And no, that nobody wants that shit. Only WWE fans want that shit. Literally, AEW had an identity up until late 2021, and they reached their biggest heights having their own identity. They were not trying to emulate WWE in 2021. Well, Cody was. He was the only guy who was. Codyverse. But besides that, which is why Cody fits like a glove in WWE. Did Wednesday's segment change my opinion on who the devil is? The devil did look pretty buff, huh? This time around. I'm still betting it's Adam Cole. So, people who are supposedly in the know are claiming that the devil is not Jack Perry. So, supposedly. I'm not even talking about like a Sean Ross Sapp or anyone like that. I'm talking about like these Twitter insiders who are claiming that Jack Perry is not the devil, supposedly. So if that's the case, then that'll make me happy. As long as it's not Jack Perry, man. I still want it to be Adam Cole, personally. And to have Kyle O'Reilly back as part of the crew. It's Tyrus. Imagine it is Tyrus, like no joke. The whole company would fold immediately. It's so crazy to me that Sting's last match will also be where we have Will Ospreay, his first pay-per-view as a official AEW wrestler, man. So it feels like that show is gonna be massive. Well, especially because like the building is practically sold out already. Have I ever met TK? Nah, not in person. I famously have talked with him a few times through DMs, and people assumed that I was helping him book the shows, and that supposedly people misconstrued my words on a video and claimed that I said that Tony Khan was asking me for advice. I never said that. Yep, Smooth said it best. If the IWC ran a company, it would be out of business before the show is over. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw all the, well, not all, but a lot of the prominent, I would say the most prominent Japanese wrestling companies essentially formed an alliance, and it's very easy to see that the undertone was basically to keep NXT Japan out and prevent it from doing what it did to the British wrestling scene. So that was really cool. Is it a merger? No, it's just like they're just like all basic. It's basically, from my understanding, they're like basically now a committee in a way. And now anything major. Yeah, a pact. That's the word I was looking for. So in a way, stronger together. Like all of them together will easily put NXT Japan out of business if WWE is still stupid enough to try it. So yeah, dude, huge respect to Japan and Japanese wrestling for doing that. They saw the writing on the wall, and it was great of them to do that. Do I think Okada will sign with AEW? Nah. Okada's not going anywhere, guys. I really don't think he's going anywhere. Like, he's staying in New Japan. That's his home. I know people say, "Oh, never say never," but things are. It's different when it comes to the ace of New Japan, guys. Come on now. Sorry, people are gonna get mad that I call them ace because I know Tanahashi's the only ace. But hey, Jay, I appreciate it, man. But I, even then, I am just a fan, and Tony Khan asking me for advice would be ridiculous in my opinion. Like, I'm no different than you guys. The only difference is that like for whatever reason, I have a platform, and that's it. My ideas are no better than your guys's. Yeah, exactly. Okada, is married to a famous voice actress, and he has like more incentive to stay in Japan. Like, that's all. Plana's platform clears. Smooth always says the funniest shit, bro. Yeah, the WWE schedule, and people will say, like, like idiots, like Meltzer will say, "Oh, like he can get the Brock Lesnar schedule." Like, bro, they're not gonna offer him that, not for the money he's worth. Low key, guys, I honestly don't think Okada can work in American wrestling. I don't think AEW or WWE, much less so WWE, would be able to book him like and keep his aura, because he's like the final boss of all of pro wrestling, bro. Okada. I feel like he's he would be a hassle to, like, it's weird. He would be a hassle to have on your roster because it's like he's either world champion or feuding with all your top guys, and that's it. Because the minute he's doing like something in the mid card, people would be pissed, and rightfully so. So that's why I think he's best in New Japan, and then having few crossovers with AEW. Like, remember when Okada was in that tag match with Orange Cassidy a few months ago when Bryan Danielson got hurt. Yeah, I remember when he was in TNA. Yo, I really hope that Shibata will be officially All Elite soon. Twitter said he'll be in the Royal Rumble. I'm actually glad that the Royal Rumble rumors, now that Punk debuted before, like their stupid little fantasy bookings, like Will Ospreay's officially All Elite, like, so literally there's no stupid like oh, Jay White's gonna be in the Rumble, oh, Will Ospreay's gonna be in the Rumble, oh, Punk's gonna be in the Rumble. Thankfully we avoided all that this year. We're avoiding all of that for this upcoming Rumble. Smooth. Oh yeah, did you guys see AJ Styles? He's buff. He's buff now. That dude is ripped. Remember when Will Ospreay played WWE fans by replying to Seth Rollins' tweet? That shit was funny. Do I think Julia will go to WWE? Probably. Yeah, Okada will stay in Japan for sure. Hell yeah, guys. I hope Samoa Joe actually becomes world champion at World's End. We're still getting WWE questions. Yeah, I still like AJ. Like if he were to jump ship, I would love that, but who knows if he will. Wait, Kevin, what do you mean? Why would I say what? Talk about the hardcore match? Oh, you mean the street fight? I didn't talk about that, did I? That shit was actually crazy. It was Willow and Statlander versus um, Mercedes Martinez and Diamante. Dude, like this episode of Collision was really good. Like the women went like crazy. Yeah, Willow was bleeding, and they did that, like they rubbed her face in thumbtacks. Like what the hell? That shit was super gnarly. But yeah, if you guys didn't see Collision, if you guys didn't catch it and you're watching this, I encourage you to catch it. Really good episode. AJ back in TNA, bro, that'd be so sick. Like selfishly, of course, I would want him in AEW, but him going back to TNA would be like beautiful. It'd be beautiful. Yeah, just get ready for the WWE the WWE pilled, the Fed pilled media to criticize the women bleeding in the match, like if, you know, like if that's a bad thing. Like dude, they showed out. They had a great match. But yeah, guys, I went into this, you know, it was gonna be a short stream, so yeah, I'm gonna cut it short. But I appreciate you guys coming out, and um, just remember that stop listening to the Fed pilled media, guys. It's gonna be all right. We're in a good place. Watch 2024 is gonna be the rebuilding year, like I said in my second to last video. So thanks for coming out, guys, and have a good night and have a good holiday season. And for sure, I'm gonna stream after Dynamite this week. So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night. Peace.